Hey everyone, welcome to my Gauntlet guide here for noobs. Basically, this is just a way to get your first KC and kind of get your feet wet in the Gauntlet. Gauntlet is pretty good loot, and once you know how to master it, you can make quite a bit of money. Drops are pretty common, and this is just the regular Gauntlet loot. If you do the corrupted Gauntlet, you get way better rates on everything. So I suggest once you know how to master this and once you get your first kill, see if we can get in and learn Corrupt Gauntlet and really start making some money. So this is where the Gauntlet's located. This is going to be Perfinis, the northwest corner, and you'll see the little exclamation icon, and that is going to be the Gauntlet. Basically, you'll walk in and you will be in this room. And to start, you will click on the Gauntlet portal. So this is going to be the starting point for the Gauntlet. You're going to have 3 rooms that are going to be blacked out and one that's going to have the Hunlift in it, which is the boss. And what I like to do is I like to turn my camera to where the Gauntlet is, where the Hunlift is basically on the top, so that way I know what rotation I'm going to be doing. And basically it's going to look like this. Basically I'm going to hit both sides of it, and then I'm going to go down one, get all 3, and then I'm going to peek in the last 3. And the reason why I peek in the last 3 is because this is where you can find a mini boss, which will be either a bear, a dragon, or a dark beast. And these drop the weapon upgrades that you'll need to kill the Hunlift. The bear drops melee, so you protect from melee against them. The dark beast drops the bowstring, which gives you range, so you protect from range against it. And the dragon, you'll be protecting from magic and using the magic upgrade for your staff. 3 different types of resources in order to craft armor. And since this is going to be your first time, I suggest getting 7 of each, so that way you can create tier 2 armor. And the tier 2 armor, it's basically going to help reduce the damage that the Hunlift's going to do to you. You'll probably need about 500 crystal shards in order to get tier 2. I kill the normal mods or normal enemies, and this way I can basically get a weapon frame. And the weapon frame will give you a weapon that you want of your choice, so you can create it, and you usually want to use this instead of the scepter that you get in the beginning to kill monsters and the mini bosses. So since I explored the one room, I'm going to go to the other side and see what we got going on over there. It looks like we have 3 sets of the wood resources, and each one's going to have a 3 spawn until it's depleted, and then as you see, when it's depleted, it is gone. So what I'll do is I'll get 7, and then I will drop the axe since I won't no longer need it, and we go on to the next room. Next room looks like some more roots, so in wood. So then what we'll do is we'll peek in here to see if there's a mini boss. No mini bosses, but some more enemies, and these ones give you more crystal shards than the weaker ones. These can give you anywhere from 70 to like 100. So if you find these, it's always good to kind of kill them, so that way you can get your shards pretty easily. And so as you see, we got another weapon shard. I'll pick it up just to have it, because if we find another mini boss, then we will use it. Looks like we got some mining area here, so we are going to get these 2, unless, yeah, looks like 2. No, there is a 3rd one in that corner. Okay, perfect. So we'll get all 7 here. And then once we get 7, we will drop the pickaxe. And we will... What I like to do is I'll peek in the mini boss room and see if there is anything. Oh, dropped the wrong thing. We need to drop the pickaxe, not the scepter. We'll peek in, and okay, that's a bear. Okay, so we know we'll need the halberd, which is fine. And we go in here and just see if there's any other resources that we can use, which looks like roots and some mining and a fishing, which isn't bad. But we're looking for the little cotton guys, which I don't see in here. So, okay. So then what we're going to do is we're going to kill the bear, and we're going to get the melee upgrade, so that way we can have the perfect halberd. And basically, the goal in the beginning is to get a tier 3 weapon, or actually get 2 tier 3 weapons, because when you're attacking the Hunlift, it's going to alternate. And if for some reason, like in my video here, you didn't see any bosses, you're going to have to go to the next area on either the west or east side. And these are the areas where they're X's. You won't find a boss even though it's on the edge of the map. These areas are usually just resource areas, so we'll check them out. And let's see what we got here. We got fishing. Okay, we can save that for later if need be. I really want to find some of the little like cotton ball tree things. I forget what they're called, but you need 7 of those as well to make your armor. More of the roots. Okay, still not getting what we need. Good. Okay, we got the dragon. Okay, so we're going to be using melee and mage. And as you can see from my prayers, I don't have rigor or augury unlocked, so I won't be using those prayers against the Hunleft, hence why this is a noob guide. I'm going to show you kind of like basic stats on what you would want to use in order to kill the Gauntlet. So as we're killing the dragon, protect from magic, do as much damage as you can because obviously you're trying to save time, but we still have 5 minutes, which is plenty of time, as long as we don't get too unlucky. And another thing we need to do is we need to gather 3 of these little herbs, because what we do, and I forgot to mention this, is basically you take the crystals, you crush them up with your pestle and mortar that you're given, and you need to make 3 of them. So you're going to have 30 dust and the 3 herbs. You're going to make 3 vials, and since we use the teleport crystal seed, we're going to create another one, and basically we're going to fill the vials, use the herbs on the vial water, and then use the dust. And this is going to create a potion that gives you both prayer and stamina. So it's pretty good in the beginning of your, I guess, looting and resource finding. And what you want to do is basically combine 2, and then the one that you have a 1 dose left on, sip it, so that way you have basically a stamina boost and it restores your prayer a little bit. And yeah, we're gonna go see if we can find some of these little cotton trees. Perfect. Okay, so we got some cotton trees here. We're gonna get 7, and all you do is pick them. And the great thing about the resources as well is when you're picking, mining, or cutting the wood, you will get shards as well. So we're at 140. Let's see if we get, yeah, there you go. So we're at 168. Perfect. So yeah, as you collect resources, you're going to get more shards. So again, don't panic about finding 500 shards to begin with. It will come. I'm not going to have enough to make all 3 sets of my tier 3 armor. Or excuse me, my tier 2 armor. I only got the tier 2 helmet and the tier 1 body. So I will need to get some more shards. Luckily, I still need to fish food, so we'll get some more there, but we will kill these little monsters and we'll fish that fishing hole right there. And that one dropped a paddlefish. Perfect. And yeah, we're going to basically collect the resources here. And we still have 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So, this hasn't been a good run at all. Usually some runs you'll have all your resources in those starting 8 squares along with your 2 mini bosses. Sometimes like this one, we had to run around and find the cotton tree. Other times like you'll have everything within a few. So it just kind of depends on the spawn, but this one's a really bad layout for me. However, I should still be able to get everything done within the 10-minute time frame. And here we got some more fish. It looks like there's a pool here as well, so I might just run. Yeah, I think I'm going to run back, kill these guys. There's another pool there. Perfect. So I'm going to run back. I'm going to make the rest of my tier 2 armor, and I'm also going to cook the rest of these fish, and then I'm going to run back, fish those 2 pools, use the teleport crystal to get back, and yeah, we should have enough time to cook everything, upgrade our armor, and be ready for the Hunleft battle. So that's the body. I don't have enough for the legs just yet, but that's fine, because once we fish the rest of those 2 pools, we should have enough. Alright, so we'll drop this to make room for more paddlefish. We won't need the scepter anymore because we don't need to open up any other dark areas. So let's head back. We got a minute. This is cutting it close, but let's see if we can do this. We'll kill this and we'll run towards that pool. We'll kill the spider and run towards the pool. Perfect, that died, so we'll go ahead and fish this. Alright, so we got 89 shards. We got plenty of shards now. So that is good. Collect this. We'll go fish that real quick. It's going to be cutting it real close. Usually you want about 30 seconds to kind of prep your inventory, cook everything, make sure everything is how you want it. So we'll use the teleport crystal to get back. We'll go ahead and make the tier 2 legs because that's more of a priority. And then we are going to drop the harpoon and we're going to go cook these. Okay. So while I pick up the rest of these paddlefish, basically when you go into the hunt lift, you always want to pray range. It's always going to start with range, and it's always going to protect from a random item. So, okay, so it's magic it's protecting from. So we're going to go in with the halberd first. So we'll put on piety, and since we only have that one prayer, we're just going to use that only. So we're going to hit, and basically every 4 times the hunt lift will stomp, and it will change your attack style. So you have to change pray. So as long as you're not within melee distance, there's that stomp. So it's going to go to mage. So we protect from magic. And that is a tornado stomp. So you see this little blue tornado that popped up? When you're first learning how to do this, I'm going to show you real quick. You just want to eat, restore your prayer, and run. And once the tornado is gone, continue to attacking the hunt lift. Don't worry about doing DPS. Switch prayers. Okay, that was where it knocks your prayer off, so you have to put on your prayer again. But during the tornado phase, don't worry about doing DPS. Your goal is basically to survive. It's a perfect time to eat and kind of restore your prayer and everything, so that way you're good. And when everything slows down, you can attack. So this time we got 2 since we lowered its health, dropped our prayer. So we're going to run around on the squares, avoiding the lit tiles. And good. So there we go. We survived it. Now you just changed the attack style. So we change back to range. And we're going to continue attacking. And it's honestly pretty simple. Once you get a hang of it, you know, it can be chaotic at times, especially in the corrupted one. But in the regular gauntlet, it's usually pretty slow. It's pretty steady. He only has 600 HP, so it's not a ton. And you can usually do a lot of damage. You just have to keep your prayers up. Watch when he stomps and switch. And when tornadoes come, avoid the tiles. Avoid the tornadoes and eat up. And when he stomps, you switch prayers. And even in the regular gauntlet here, even if you get a prayer wrong, it won't kill you instantly. Especially with tier 2 armor, you will usually take, you know, maybe 20, maybe 30 damage at most. So you can usually, it's a little more forgiving for you. So basically, avoid the tiles. Which I didn't do there apparently. Tornadoes come, so you run to an empty tile. All right, there's the tiles again. So we run out, and as you're running, you want to eat and restore your prayer. Keep an eye on him. And switch your prayer accordingly. And when you're ready, attack. Avoid the tile. There's a stomp, so he changes his attack. He knocked my prayer off. We put it back on. Tornado's coming. And we run to a safe tile. And he stomped, so we switch our prayer again. We eat. We drink. And we go back to it. Alright, switch prayers. So he attacks every four attacks, he'll switch his style. That's all you really need to remember. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4. But it's easier just to watch when he stomps and then switch prayers that way. But that is the kill. Plenty of food, plenty of pots. A 10-minute prep time, a 3-minute hunt lift kill, super slow. But again, this is just your first try. Don't get frustrated, it can be hard. Loot is about 160k, which isn't bad. Yeah, and then get back in and do it again. Once you feel comfortable, get down to maybe doing a tier 1 armor, so that way your runs are a little bit quicker. You'll take more damage, but you should be better at that point. And if you have Rigor and Augury, you'll be able to do more damage as well. But this is just my beginner guide. If you guys have any questions, let me know. And yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.